Let's face it, traditional investing can be intimidating. Picking stocks, managing risk, and keeping up with the market, it's enough to make your head spin. That's where robo-advisors come in. These automated investment platforms promise a hands-off approach, using algorithms to build personalized portfolios and manage them for you. Sounds pretty futuristic, right? But what happens when the future gets a little rocky? Today, we're diving into the controversy surrounding Wealthfront, a popular robo-advisor that's faced some criticism. Buckle up, because this story involves complex investment strategies, regulatory bumps, and the question of whether robo-advisors can always live up to the hype. The rise of the machines for your money. Wealthfront rose to prominence as a champion of simple, low-cost investing. They focused on low-fee index funds and ETFs, building diversified portfolios based on your risk tolerance and goals. This made them a darling of millennials and new investors, offering a tech-driven alternative to traditional Wall Street brokers. But in 2018, Wealthfront decided to shake things up with the launch of the Wealthfront Risk Parity Fund. This fund promised something different: protection from market downturns. It used a complex strategy called risk parity, aiming to balance your portfolio by weighting assets based on risk rather than traditional market capitalization. So, what's the problem? Here's where things get interesting. Critics came out swinging against the risk parity fund. Here are the main points of contention. Unintended volatility. Risk parity, while designed for stability, can actually be quite volatile in the short term. Some investors who opted into the fund found their portfolios swinging wildly, a stark contrast to Wealthfront's usual focus on steady growth. Mysterious costs. The fund's fees were layered and complex, making it difficult for investors to understand exactly what they were paying for. This lack of transparency raised red flags for many. Opt-in versus opt-out. Perhaps the biggest criticism was the way Wealthfront introduced the fund. Some accounts were automatically enrolled in the risk parity fund, with the onus falling on investors to opt out if they didn't want it. This raised concerns about investor protection and proper disclosure. Regulators take notice. The controversy didn't go unnoticed by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. In 2018, the SEC charged Wealthfront with misleading investors about their fees and failing to properly disclose marketing practices. Wealthfront settled the charges without admitting or denying wrongdoing, but it was a black eye for the company. Wealthfront's response. In their defense, Wealthfront maintains that the Risk Parity Fund is a valuable tool for certain investors, particularly those with a high tolerance for risk and a long investment horizon. They've also made changes to address the criticism, simplifying the fund's fee structure and making enrollment opt-in by default. So, can you trust robo-advisors? The Wealthfront controversy doesn't negate the potential benefits of robo-advisors. They can be a great option for many investors, especially those just starting out or who don't have the time or interest to manage their own portfolios. However, it does highlight the importance of doing your research before investing with any platform. Here are some key takeaways. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Robo-advisors are supposed to make things simpler, but don't be shy about asking for clarification on fees, investment strategies, and any risks involved. Understand what you're investing in. Even if you're using a robo-advisor, take some time to grasp the basics of your portfolio and the underlying assets. Knowledge is power. Robo-advisors aren't perfect. They're a tool, not a magic bullet. There will always be some level of risk involved in investing. The future of robo-advisors. The Wealthfront controversy serves as a learning experience for both robo-advisors and investors. As this industry continues to grow, transparency, clear communication, and investor education will be crucial. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.